Hold on. One may ask, why am I doing YouTube? The reason why I'm starting YouTube at 26 years old is because I feel like I am supposed to be a YouTuber. Why I feel that way, but I just do. Now, sometimes I get in my head because how many people really do make a living off YouTube is how I think. But when you sit there and really think about it, if you see how many people are on YouTube and open your brain that there's thousands and thousands of people on YouTube making money, why can't it be you? That get up because I didn't always used to think like that. So I used to go to school after high school. I graduated like a year early. After that, life happened, whatever. I got my job. I grew up basically going, you need to finish school, go to college, get a good job. That's it. And I've always thought that way. I never thought it would be me having my own business. Never, ever, ever, never. And life happens. I meet my husband, and it's so crazy how we kind of just clicked. Everything happened so fast. I ended up being with him on June. By October, I got pregnant. And then the following June, June 1st was like a year that we've been together. And then June 4th, I had my son. So it happened pretty fast. I'm so thankful. Don't regret anything. I love my husband. I love my kids. Now, I had a good childhood. But then as I got about 7th grade, middle school and high school is where it kind of started going a little downhill. And just so much honestly happened, like being with divorced parents that never really can, even to this day, can't be in the same room together. They both remarried. It's crazy whenever, just all that is just a hot mess. But I just remember, honestly, my friend one day, he was like, having a kid made me realize like so much and like that endless love. And I was like, I don't know what that endless love feels like. I feel like I was always moving around. I ended up leaving my dad's house at 16, figuring stuff out by myself, like trying to figure it out by myself at 16. And so I made a lot of like young and dumb mistakes, but I was trying to be like responsible. I've always been like the more responsible type, but I mean, you being only 16, like, how responsible can you be? I only know so much. So I tried my best, ended up making some dumb mistakes, but I really always wanted that endless love part. And it always just stuck in my head whenever he told me that because I wanted to feel what that endless love felt like. So I knew I wanted to have a kid from a young age all the time because I wanted to just I wanted to have the kid so that I know what that endless love feels like, and that no matter what, I'm gonna do anything for my kids. And of course, being 21, I'm not really thinking like that. Like, I knew it, that's how I felt inside. But a lot of people would always just say, like, oh, you would never have kids because I'm so mean, or I'm so blunt, or so honest, or, some people don't like that. But I just always knew, like, I was supposed to be a mom. I just knew who I didn't want to get pregnant by. I was at least smart with that. And my husband was kind of, we just clicked, everything happened. We ended up having a baby. But then it made me realize that I wanted the best for my kid. Like, I wanted the best for my son. I wanted him to have everything. And I feel like working at the job that I was working at before wasn't cutting it. Like, I was making $1,200 a month. So that really didn't last at all. And we were just kind of struggling. And at the end of the day, we couldn't afford daycare. So I just decided to start my own business. I didn't think it was going to turn out much. I was just kind of like, we need money. I need to watch my kid. I need to have a job that I can do both. And a lot of companies weren't hiring me. I'm also so bad at like interviews, like so bad. I just start getting nervous. I start like sweating. I'm just like a real weird person. Like, not weird, but weird. Like, I just am awkward in a way. It just, I feel the vibes, but also like whenever I'm alone and trying to be responsible, I just kind of get a little nervous. Like, I don't like all these professional type stuff. Like, I don't know. And so I never really passed the interviews. As you can tell, that's why I'm here. But I I took it as a sign to start my business, and I saw like lashing all over my page, and I was like, let me jump on that. I used my whole paycheck to pay for it, for my supplies and everything. It took me about 5-6 months to get started, and then I got started around spring break because at the school you're off for spring break. So I was like, okay, perfect. I did that, and it was only up from there. Now in the beginning I didn't take it as seriously, but once I started taking it seriously, it just kind of like blew up from there. I started off slowly lashing, and once I had my kid, I ended up like going back to work within like a couple weeks, like literally a week or so. And it was just honestly like looking back, it was so amazing how so many people supported me watching my kid. One time I was even breastfeeding my son while lashing. And I just like want to say thank you to everybody that did support me, even though it's like through a lens, you know? It's like when I look back and I realize how hard it was, my life was like in a whole different setting, a whole different house. My mental health was honestly so bad. I still kind of struggle a lot with like anxiety, and I don't know why. It's like I feel super happy, but it's like my body is just so stressed. But I guess it's just because I'm still trying to like wing it, and it's hard because I have two kids now, a husband, I have a house, two dogs, and so much. So it's like hard for me to wing it because I really don't want to make mistakes because we still have bills to pay and everything, and I want to grow. And a lot of people, business people, are like, you have to take risks, and I'm trying to take risks, but I'm also trying to be careful. And so it's just a lot. But I've been having my business since like 2020. It was slow at first, and that's what I always tell people. I used to have like one client a week, then two clients, three, and then I used to have like four clients a day and all that. But I love it. I love lashing, but I don't see it as like my forever thing. I don't know why. I see myself, I have two sides, like me having my own YouTube channel. Like what I would love to do would have just my YouTube channel and y'all see my life and helping people out about overcoming fears, anxiety, what I do to help me, being healthier. That's more of what I like to do. I like to help people out. I always feel like you don't have to pay somebody, like, you don't have to pay for all these little books to get better. You know, I do believe that you should always learn, but some people are just like so money hungry that I feel like it's not really necessary. So I try to help out the best I can for free, you know? And as you can tell, I feel like I go back and forth about my life, but I'm only 26. I'm still so young trying to figure it out. So I feel like it could be you too trying to figure it out. Like, why can't you try something out? That's how I always think. Like, I want to try this out because I just feel like, why not? Like, why not? What's the worst that can happen? You're going to keep doing what you're doing. You're going to still be at the same job. But what if you try it out and then it leads you down this other path that's like amazing? So why would you not try to do it? And that's how I always thought after I had my son, because I'm like, I want to try everything I want to do because I feel like you don't have to go to school, get a degree to be somebody. And I want to prove to my kids, to myself, that you don't have to do all those things to be somebody. That there's a lot of successful people that don't go to college and still are successful and doing things the right way. So I just want to prove to myself that I'm not just this delusional type person, because that's how I feel sometimes. I feel like I'm always just like, okay, like I'm a YouTuber, I'm a TikToker, like I'll post my videos. Even though I don't have so many followers, I just always feel like that. Like I'm still somebody, I'm still delusional, like, oh, I'm a YouTuber. Like that's how I feel like I act. But I know one day that I'm gonna blow up. I don't know how, I don't know when, but I always just feel like that life is for me. I just don't know how to get there. So that's why I wanted to create my YouTube channel. Yes, I'm 26 years old, 26 years young, and I have two boys, but I want to show my boys that you could do anything you want. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter how young you are. I feel like if you want to do something, why not just do it? Of course, be responsible, but you only live once in life. Literally. Like, if that doesn't click in your head that you only live once, it should click in your head, because it's crazy how you could do so much in this world. And why can't it be you? Like, there's so much money to be made that it can be you too. And I'm not one to ever think that it could be me. But after not working a 9 to 5 for like 5 years, somehow I'm working way more than working at the school, working 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. Somehow I'm living like the best life ever. You know what I mean? It's just honestly crazy. So I believe that you do have to start somewhere. That's why I started with lashing, but you can always build yourself up. Like now I sell my products. Now sell my products. I was going to say supplier. So I sell my products, I train, certify people. Even though I may not have the biggest followers, I still love it. Like, I just love editing. I love making my little training signs like on Canva. I love that, getting my supplies. I'm preparing for new supplies for around Christmas time. I'm super excited for that. And I just love what I do, but I also want more. That's why I wanted to create this YouTube channel, to help people out. Still trying to figure out how to help people out, but hopefully this will help you out, because that's what I hope it does. Sometimes I'm not the best talker. Sometimes I go off page, off subject. Sometimes I don't even know how to talk right. But somehow I'm alive. And I am just so thankful to be giving this opportunity to do what I love. Bought my nice camera that I love. It's the Canon PowerShot. I don't know, but I'll link it down below. But it's so amazing. I love the wide lens. I love that it has a flip screen. So your girl's gonna be a YouTuber, and y'all are gonna just see it with me, okay? So if you haven't figured out, I'm simple. That's what I do. I'm a business owner. Someone else, all working out. And I have my 2 boys, married, my 2 dogs. I have my house. Finally got my house this year. Took like so long to get it, but my goal was to have my house before I was 30. I'm like more of a serious person, but I'm also goofy too. Like, me with my kids is different than like me by myself. You know what I mean? I love all mom things. I am just that girl sometimes. Like, I'm like that simple. I barely have ornaments. The only reason why I have those ornaments was because my husband bought them, and so he's like, oh, I thought of you, and it has an F and a J for our name, and so I just put it on the tree. But I'm a simple type girl. If you see my TikToks, my front porch, all that decoration, simple. I love clean, minimalist. I try to be, because I feel like my life is so like crazy in my head that I like everywhere else to be when I look, that it's just like simple. And yeah, I'll tell you what you want to hear, but if you ask me for honest truth, I would be so honest with you, and that's where I lose having friends, because a lot of people don't like when I'm so honest, or they think it's rude. So I really don't have that many friends, really not that many, but it's okay. I learned that I'm okay with not having many friends, because I have my peace, and my peace is finally just happy. I've been in a good mental state. I still struggle some days, but I've been super happy lately. I'm so thankful for the life I do have now. It took me a while to get here, but I'm here. And I'm thankful that I'm doing what I love. And I hope, all I want from this YouTube channel is to like inspire somebody, and of course like make a living off of it. Like, how cool would it be to make money off recording just because I'm talking, you know, or sharing something that I feel like is valuable to people to hear, or helping somebody overcome a hard obstacle in their life. Like, I want to be that person, and that's why I always tell people, reach out to me. Nobody reaches out to me, but I always tell people, reach out to me. I don't mind answering questions, helping you out, guiding you, because I know life isn't easy, but somehow you're doing it. You woke up today. You should be thankful. What helped me is reading the Bible too, but I know this one is kind of everywhere. It's like a little bit about me, a little bit about my life. And yeah, I love to work out too. I love to work. I was just trying to like think, you know, I told you I'm everywhere. So I like to work out. I try to work out in my garage. I don't have a gym membership, because I just rather work out in the garage, watch my kids. I really love spending time with my kids. I feel like I'm kind of like psycho parent, but I really don't mind it, because my kids are everything. And how I told y'all that my life was kind of crazy, it's just like kind of like sad, but I hate talking like sad, because I know everybody has a story, but I just try to like go past that part, you know what I mean? Because I feel like if I keep stopping there, then I'm gonna start being sad, and I don't like to be sad. So I just kind of say it, that it wasn't the best, but my kids inspire me every day to be amazing. They inspire me every day to wake up really good, even though sometimes I get so frustrated, irritated with them. I still am so thankful, because I wouldn't be here without my kids. I really truly believe that. I was in a really bad place, but before I had my kids, but they inspire me every day, and I'm going to do what I love, because I always tell them to do what you love, even though they're only almost 3 and a 4-year-old. I still tell them to do what you love and let nobody care. So I really love them, and they make me happy every day. But that's honestly it. I'm just a simple type person. If you want to see my other videos, then make sure to like, subscribe, and follow, and share. And I hope this video brings you joy. It's just a little bit about me, like I said about 30 times already, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see you next time.